Everybody got quiet.
You sure did.
Let's start.
Alright guys, I'm going to seal on my phone real quick just to... Alright, what we're going to go over, and I mean, we got a lot of stuff. Hopefully, yeah, we have enough, but how many has a Bible or a Bible app with them? Okay, cool, because we have a lot of stuff to go over. Basically, we're going over keeping on the right course, and I was real excited about writing this one today, but I told Stormy, if nothing else, I told Stormy this particular lesson I was so excited about. I actually had to weed, this is the first time I've ever done something where I had to weed out Bible verses because I had too many. So I'm actually very pleased with what we ended up with, but like I said, there's a lot of stuff, so here we go. Just as a reminder, I mean, it has been about a week, I guess, since the last time we had a lesson. So last time we talked about, the storm is now, not tomorrow. And that, again, just kind of leads into why it's so important keeping on the right course. Because we are right in the middle of the chaotic storm now. It's already begun. And just a few notes. One, I had written, make sure you know God will not wait on you. He doesn't wait on us. But He is all around us at all times. So we just need to open our eyes, our hearts, and our minds and be aware of that. Because when you walk out the door, if you look one way, you're going to see God everywhere you look. If you look another way or the same way, you're going to see the devil everywhere you look. You have to be strong enough to, choose the right path every time you open your eyes. We can't have an attitude of me. We can't put ourselves above everything. It has to be God-centered, or it really doesn't matter after that. The devil is going to try to trick you into believing that because we're born into sin, it's okay to hold sin and flesh higher than you should. That's not to say we're not going to make mistakes, and we're not going to stumble, and we're not going to fall, and we're not going to sin every day, because everyone who's ever born besides Jesus falls short, no matter what. So there's a lot of times where people just give up because they think, well, I can't be perfect. Well, get on the train, because nobody can be perfect. Jesus was perfect, and that's it. So you don't make excuses because you stumble. When this is an example I thought of earlier, God kind of shed into my eyes. It was real interesting, actually. Like I was saying, the devil will try to trick you into believing that because you're born into sin, it's okay to sin and to hold flesh high. If you think about it this way, like I said, God just told me about this earlier. When we're first conceived in our mother's womb, when we're first thought of in our mother's womb, we're without light. We're inside a dark place, and we are being nurtured, and everything is easy. We actually have no care. It's, our mother is taking care of us, and obviously we're so young we don't think about anything. But we're in our own little comfort zone. But as soon as we're born, as soon as we're removed from our mothers, we're brought into the light that we're absent from inside of us. And the first reaction is we get scared, we're confused, we don't like it, we're out of our comfort zone. And that's literally the beginning phases of us being brought from darkness into light. The devil wants us to believe that there only is darkness, that there is no light that exists. But darkness is merely the absence of light. Just like when we're first conceived, there is no darkness in there because it just hasn't come to the surface yet. We have not been introduced to it yet. We may have to fight. We may have to fight to get into God's light, but that is where we'll be saved. The absence of light is not pure, like God's light is. The devil is trying to trick us and move us away from God's purity and His light. Will someone look up 2nd Chronicles 7:14? Raise your hand if you're going to get that one for me, because I've got some other ones. Okay, Stormy's got that one. Clayton, when you get Proverbs 21:21. Chelsea, will you get James 4:7? And Terry, will you get 2 Corinthians 4:6?
I will.
And Gail, will you get Psalm 107:14? 7:14. Go ahead, Stormy. This is 2 Chronicles 7:14.
If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
Okay. Clayton, you got Proverbs 21:21?
Yes. Whoever pursues righteousness and love finds life, prosperity, and honor.
Neely, did I give you Jane? Or
Yeah.
Chelsea?
We're
Jane?
still looking.
That's okay. And let me also add, I've got so many verses in this lesson tonight, and they're all kind of bouncing back and forth, but every one of them covers the basic keeping on the right course track. I mean, I've got certain verses for certain things that I'm saying, and then so on and so forth, but each one of these verses is just a strong component of staying on the right track. Terry, do you have 2 Corinthians 4:6?
I do. For God who said, light shall shine out of darkness.
Nice.
That's it. You want me to continue on?
No, that's perfect.
It, that's it. Sure.
And then Gail, you got Psalm 107:14?
107,
Jeez, that's Gail, by the way.
Hey, that's not true. That's always good. 107:14, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I got 7:14, so I'm almost there. Just a little bit. Okay. And the funny thing is, if I read that one, you'd be like, I think that's wrong with it too. He brought them out of darkness and deepest gloom and broke away their chains.
Brought them out of darkness in deepest gloom and broke away their chains.
You ever read that other one too? Is that wise?
Sure, yeah, go ahead. Please.
Really cool.
And that's Psalm 7:14?
7:14.
Okay, go ahead.
7:14 says, He who is pregnant with evil and conceives trouble gives birth to disillusionment.
Nice, okay, high five from a distance. Push it, wait.
I got it.
And this is James 4:7.
Submit yourselves then to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
One more time.
Submit yourselves then to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
Yes, sir. Perfect. I just had you repeat that just because it's, well, again, everything goes perfect with this, but I really like that. Resist him and he will flee from you. I'm actually going to write that down, Gail.
7:14.
You awesome blossom here.
Thank you.
This was shared on Sunday with our pastor, Mark Trammell. Everything that happens pours out from my personal relationship with God. Whether it's good, bad, you'll reap what you give back. You'll reap what you sow. Oftentimes, we're faced with challenges where it's so easy and you don't even realize that you're sinning, that you're doing something wrong. It's just an attitude, a certain thought, in the wrong direction. And it's too easy to say, you know what, I should just do this. That guy, he just cut me off in the road, whatever, I should do this. Why should you? There is no point. What's done is done. And our flesh gets in the way so often, though, that there's always that, well, I'm first. I deserve this. I deserve that. I need to be justified. I need to have vengeance upon what's been done to me. Neil, you had a story I wanted you to share. Are you still up for sharing that?
Yeah. Work.
Yeah.